Meet me. Welcome back, boys, to another squirrely review. And today we're going to talk about Assassin Coli. I actually got a lot of requests for her back in the day. I very recently built her, and I'm absolutely loving her. She hits like a truck. So, as always, we're going to go over her skills, her builds. We're going to do a fun showcase, and then we're going to summarize. So, let's get started ASAP. Alright, so let's talk about Assassin Coli's skills. She's very basic, but also very strong. So her S1, bam, looks pretty cool. Does a lot of damage. The multis on it are pretty high. And when she's stealthed, it increases the damage dealt and also gives her increased speed, which is a crazy buff because it means she turn cycles really fast. And with 126 base speed, she's already super fast to begin with. Her damage dealt increases proportional to her speed, so you can stack speed on her without neutering her damage. Very strong ability. Now, her S2 is awesome. When she has no debuffs at the start of a turn, with Max Mola, she has a 100% chance to give herself increased attack. So you never need an attack buffer with Acoli. She's always going to have it as long as she's not debuffed, especially for new exclusive equipment. And she also gets stealth every single turn as long as she doesn't have any debuffs on it. With that said, this does mean she's weak against debuff teams, but still an awesome passive. Now her S3, also fantastic. Animation looks cool, and what it does is it'll actually stun the opponent that it hits, but if it kills them, it silences every enemy for one turn. This can be resisted, so it's not going to silence a Ruel or anything, but still, against DPS teams, you can silence their entire team and knock one out right off the bat, and the damage dealt here also increases proportional to the caster's speed. The soul burn is expensive, 20 souls, but if you soul burn her and you have her on portrait or something, it hits really hard. I have one-shotted Ruels with her before, as long as they don't have Adamant or Aureus. The Soulburn Acoli S3 is absolutely devastating, so definitely don't sleep on her damage. Let's move on to her builds. Alright, so how do you build Acoli? In my eyes, there are two main builds, and I'm going to explain them. So the first one is the super fast build, where you just try to get her to like 300 speed, and you use her to snipe out other initiators like Flitica, Cerise, etc. That's very common. People build her super fast. My build is more middle of the road speed and more damage. Now, if you have godly gear, you could get the same offensive stats as me and still hit 300 speed, but if depending on what your gear is, even those top players might gear her more around 250, and I'll explain the rules. So the fast way, 300 speed, it's anti-initiation. The middle of the road way is just to DPS people down. It's generally used against teams that don't have debuffs or AoE damage. Acoli hits super hard, is very fast, and is very annoying. So typically, if you want to go damage build, you want more like 3k attack, 300 crit damage, 100% crit chance, and minimum 250 speed. If you want to go the full speed build, you just try to get to 300 speed. That's what you're going to need to reliably outspeed Cerises and Alots and stuff, and just as many offensive stats as possible. As long as you get around 2500 attack, 250 crit damage, you should be able to kill most fast initiators. If you have the soul burn, you'll definitely kill them. But again, depending on how your gear is, you're going to want to bump those up as high as possible, because it is possible that, the 16k HP Oxlots will survive that. But hopefully they're not on immunity or something, and they'll just get stunned. Exclusive artifact, the one I like to use is the one that gives her immunity for 2 turns after using murder. Remember, her S2 does not proc if she's debuffed, so you really want to make sure that she is protected from any debuffs. Alternatively, her S1 does a lot of damage, so you can use the one that gives her more damage to her S1. The other one is Soul Subtraction. I don't really like that one, but I'm sure some people can use it. Artifacts, I like using Portrait because I want her to blow people up. With Soulburn, I have blown up Ruels in one shot with Acoli, as long as they don't have a knight on the team. She does crazy damage. The other popular ones are things like RNL. I almost always see Portrait or RNL. I'm sure there are other artifact choices that are okay. Alexa's is not one of them. Don't bother with Alexa's. Again, she always has the permanent attack buff if she's not debuffed. So just, I would say just stick with Portrait. What did I say? RNL, or if you don't have Portrait, Exorcist, Tonfa. But feel free to leave in the comments below if you have any other great suggestions. Let's move on to the Arena Showcase. Alright, so we're in mid-champion. Let's try and slice and dice this team using just Acoli. So, we do go first. So let's strip them up. Bam! We've exposed this annoying Landy. Perfect. So let's tickle her. Because that's going to be a lot of the damage. Do we even need to do that? You know what? We're going to kill the F Flurry. So let's see this burn damage. Boom. 25,000. Not bad at all. Let's just reset this Landy here. And because of the exclusive equipment, my Acoli has immunity right now, which is perfect. Oh, lost the skill nullifier though. That's okay. Let's just kill this Landy. So Landy's dead. We can get to work on this Rose before we kill the Arby. Boom. We'll slap this Rose. We'll finish this Rose. Now we just finish off this Arby. And because Acoli has stealth and immunity, won't get blinded, and she should be fine. Blam! The reduced damage from stealth, and now we bite this Arbiter, and Arby is nice and dead now. So Acoli DPS worked, let's try another one. Alright, let's try to carve up another team with Mrs. Coli. Let's check out the speed here. Do we just want to stun the Fairy Tale Tenebria first? Cause yeah, let's just do that. Because the rest of them aren't too fast. So there we go, we get the stun. Let's push our team up. Get a nice strip. What should we kill? Landy? Okay, we'll kill Landy. We don't even need to burn here, I think. I'm not gonna burn. Let's just hit into her. Ooh, counterattack! Ow! Oh, that's scary. Let's try and reset this Landy. Get some little damage into her. Alright, Fairy Tale Tenebria is still stunned, so now we could do this. Cerise will hit even against elemental disadvantage. Oh, almost killed her. So now we could finish her, make sure there's no funny business. Fallen Cecilia does this thing, breaks all our skill nullifiers. Yada yada. Let's try and put blind on Crayon. Perfect. Here comes the first immortality thingy. Ah, hit my Flitica. It's okay. I think we're still okay. Let's work on Fairy Tale Tenebria now. We're gonna slice her up with Acoli. Then we're gonna go on Crayon. We will just do this, give him the unbuffable. Perfect. Slice him up. Immortality is procced. We can finish him there. And hey, look at this! Acoli just DPSing everyone all by herself. We're gonna do this because I'm gonna show you how much damage Acoli can do. We're gonna finish FCC with this Acoli right here. So there we go. Let's just burn and see how much damage she does to FCC. Bam! Boom, boom. 15k, not bad at all. So, this is a lot of fun. Let's do one last one. Alright boys, final one. Let's see if Acoli can carve up this team. Pretty tanky team. Oh, Jesus. You know what? It's fine. We're gonna shake off the provoke with Acoli. That's what we're gonna do. So we'll do this. Oh, hey, wait a minute. We don't have to even care about that. So we'll do this. We will bop the pigeon just in case. And let's burn and see if this takes her out. Alright. Blam, blam. 17.5 thousand through Aureus. Acoli, she is no joke. This little assassin chick hits freaking hard. Now they're gonna have a defense buff though. What do we want to do here? Oh, dude, we stripped the Rylit. Hit that bastard. Okay, so Ruel's gonna heal him up now. Maybe that was a bad idea because he was silenced. Now he's gonna S3. Oh wait, no, he's gonna go into Sinful Angie though, so this is perfect. Go hit that Sinful. Yeah. And I think now we're just gonna beat on Crow maybe? Let's just make this slow and painful for him. So we're gonna carve him up. Let's do this. He's dead. We're going to I don't know, try and stun this Ruel. Oh, we got it. Poke her again. Carve her up. Getting all these Water's Origins though. Keep carving away. And Acoli is just very bestial, very fast hero, gets that speed buff, turn cycles very quickly on her own. Boom. Ruel is dead. And now we just have to finish off this Riolette, and damn, almost one-shotted him. Let's just poke him. Come on, Acoli, get him. Get him. Burn. We miss. See how much damage she does on a miss. 7k on a miss, so Acoli is good at carving things up. I think this showed it. Let's move on. Alright, so as always, let's summarize. Is Acoli good? She's a really scary pocket pick. She's not the kind of hero that's going to be in every situation, but she's going to surprise you. I've gotten wrecked by Legend Acolis before. Definitely a hero that a lot of people sleep on. So Arena offense, I'm going to give her a B-. I mean, you saw that she worked in my showcase. She does do a lot of damage, but in most cases, there's just someone better. Again, to me, Arena offense is about efficiency, and there's just AoE DPS that you could bring that'll be much faster and cleaner than using Acoli, but she does work. Arena defense, I'm going to give her a D. I don't think I've ever seen an Acoli on Arena defense. I guess you can use her if you want to have some kind of speed anti-initiation, but honestly, Acid is better for that. He's faster too. So, Arena defense, I don't really think there's any reason to use her. Guild Wars offense, I'm going to give her a solid B. Again, there's just so many good Guild Wars offense heroes that it's going to be a rare time when you think Acoli is the best fit. But she does do a lot of damage. She has a lot of potential to take one person out of the fight immediately. So I do have some guildies that use her pretty respectably. So she does work, and I'll try to do a showcase of that in the future. Guild Wars defense, I'm going to give her a B there as well. I have lost to some scary Acoli defenses. Acoli Acid are very similar. You've probably seen both. You ever run into an Acid defense where you're really surprised by the damage? They proc Alexas and like one shot, one tanky unit on your team. It's pretty crazy. So Acoli is pretty scary in that same way, but you have to protect her well because again, if they bring a lot of AoE and debuffs, you might be in a lot of trouble. Now, RTA, I think she's a solid A+, and in certain situations I'd even argue she's an S. But the thing is, RTA, a lot of it is about how many drafts can you actually bring her to. And Acoli's main problem is if they drafted a lot of AoE units with debuffs, like if they have an SSB or a Dizzy or something, very dangerous unit to pick. But if they have a lot of single target DPS and they can't get to her, a lot of times people let Acoli through because they sleep on her damage. She can carve up tanky units. You saw that in the showcase. Like I remember versing one where like an Acoli one-shotted like my Ruel, and I was like, whoa, what the heck just happened? People sleep on her damage. She hits hard, and with the speed buff from her S1, she turn cycles very fast. And surprise RNLs can ruin your day as well, because she always has attack buff. She's also really good as an anti-initiator. If someone's drafting Speed Cleave like Flitica, Cerise, and you draft Acoli, 9 out of 10 times they'll ban her because they don't know her build and they're going to assume that it's super fast. So anyways, that's my review of Acoli. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you pull for her, feel free to build her. She's not going to be the best in every situation, but she's a lot of fun. She's a waifu, and yeah, no regrets. So anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more squirrely guide videos. And until next time, peace out, boys.